All right, guys, this is going to be kind of a short one here. I'm driving, so I have 28 minutes because I didn't clear everything off my phone. Show you where I'm at. See, I'm driving, so I'm not lying. So this way I don't have to focus on myself. We'll just hold the phone up like so. All right. I've been watching what's going on in Israel, and we were told that Israel would be set for last. We know that the emergency broadcast was taken over by the White Hats, and the reason you know that is because it didn't go off like an emergency broadcast normally does. So that should have been an indication that something was different. If I've taught anybody anything on my Telegram channel, on my Facebook page, even in these videos that I make, you have to pay attention to the small things, the things that no one else really pays attention to, and then you can see it for what it really is. It's all a psyop. It's all lies, guys. I'm not saying that the bad guys are just lying to us. The good guys are lying too. Everybody is lying to us. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But you have to be able to see through this shit, unfortunately. Doesn't mean it's fun. Doesn't mean that anyone enjoys it. Trust me, I don't enjoy this at all. I just can feel things, and I'm telling you, something is going to happen. When I woke up this morning and saw what the heck was going on in Israel, this is probably where your other countries are going to start taking sides, either with Palestine or with Israel. This will bring us into the World War III scenario. We know that they're getting ready to pull Joe Biden out of office. Resources on Restore Republic is saying that possibly these coming next few days, by Wednesday. That's another date that was given for another emergency broadcast. It doesn't mean that it's definitely going to happen. It just means that it's a very large possibility. And if you're watching things that are actually going on, you can see it. I'm excited. I am beyond excited. So, with that being said, let's talk about NESARA one more time. I try to keep y'all updated as much as I possibly can. I just don't have a lot of time to make videos all the time. This is not my job. I don't have any resources where people send me money on YouTube. I mainly do it on Telegram, but I do like to reach as many people as I can possibly. So this is why I don't do this all the time. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to get endorsements. It's God's going to take care of me. He's going to take care of you. All right. So now they've said that people that are retirement age, that's 62 and older, are going to get their back payments in one lump sum. Then the people that are 40-something or 50-something, I don't know, it's around that age range, will get ours paid out over implements of 12 months. The next group of people are the ones that go up to 40, I believe. They're going to get theirs stretched out over 15 months. Now, they're going to go all the way back to 1940. So if you were born around 1940 and you've been paying taxes since you were, let's say, 15 years old, you've got all that money coming back to you. That's going to be a really lump sum. And if you go through my older videos, I've tried to explain that some people will have more money than others. It all varies on how long you worked, how many cars you've ever bought in your life, how many homes you've ever bought, just things like that, because it goes on the interest, it goes on your taxes. Maybe someone didn't work very many years. Well, they're not going to have a lot of money coming back on their taxes, are they? But everybody gets their money back. So nobody needs to feel that they're better than someone because they got more money or brag about getting more money than someone else. It just means that you worked a lot longer or you put yourself out there for a lot longer. So everybody's going to get a different amount back, but everybody should get something that has contributed to the cabal since 1940, if that makes sense. Now, there's another fund called the Rodriguez Fund, and we're going to get money from that as well. Now, my understanding on this one is it's going to be based on your situations, how many children you have, where you live, things like that. And you're going to be working with probably financial counselors that'll help you figure out your basic needs. And I didn't hear a time frame on how long this one gets paid out, so I'm not sure. It could be you end up getting, let's just say, for number's sakes, $500 a month till the day you die. I don't know. So please don't quote me on that one, but I just wanted to let you know that there is another fund that is going to be giving out payments. Oops, I hate these red lights. Then when you retire, you're going to get at least close to that $5,000 a month till the day you die. The younger generation, that's the ones that are younger than me, and I'm in my 50s, my mid-50s, they're going to have to work to get that money paid to them in that 15-year period. If nobody works, nothing gets done in this country. So there has to be an incentive for people to work. That's why that's one of the requirements for the younger generation. They have to work to get their money. No one is going to have to ever work 40 hours plus. I'm picking up that we're probably looking at a 20 to 25-hour work week that would be considered full-time. That's great, because that gives you all the time you need to be with your kids, to be with your family, to do the things that you want to do, like walk out in the woods or drive an hour to go sit on the beach and sell crystals. I don't know. But whatever it is you want to do, this gives you ample time to be able to do it. The military will be in control for about 4 months, I think they said, but you're not going to not see them after that. They're still going to have a presence around. Law enforcement, which I've talked about before, and this was in my visions, there'll be no longer city police, highway patrolmen. They're going to be gone. So if you are a police officer, if you are a highway patrolman, you may want to consider moving over to the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department and the U.S. Marshals were under the original Constitution. That this was your basic law enforcement. So that's who will be law enforcement. We vote for our sheriff. The sheriff has more power. The police chief doesn't have any power, all right? He walks the walk, he talks the talk, but he ain't got no power like the sheriff, all right? You put the police chief and the sheriff in a ring, sheriff's going to win all the time with the power, okay? Because we vote for the sheriff. He holds so much power. He can arrest governors, all right? The sheriff's department has the power, not the police department. Police department works for the mayor, and they do what the mayor wants them to do. So if the mayor wants police officers to sit on the side of the road and pull over at least 50 people in 1 month to get speeding tickets, that's what they're going to do, right? Mayor can't call the sheriff's office and say, hey, you know, the city's low on money. I need you to start pulling over people for speeding because we need that money. It don't work that way. Sheriff will say, blow it out your ass. We don't work for you. We work for the people. So hopefully that explains a little bit there. Now let me go over people that are sitting in jails and prisons. They can get their money, but everything is going to be based on your frequency, and everybody is at a different frequency. Higher frequency people, these are ones that are loving, caring, compassionate, do things to help their fellow men, pull over and help a turtle cross the road. These are good people. These people are at a very high frequency. You can have people that are like that sitting in a jail or sitting in a prison, all right? Just because they're sitting there doesn't mean that they're actually a bad person. They could have been put in a bad situation and did what they had to do. Maybe they have an addiction that needs to be taken care of, because that's putting them in predicaments to do things that maybe listen to that, maybe that they wouldn't have done. But they're all going to be frequency tested to see where they're at. They will be given a counselor who will be working with them, helping them manage their money, making sure that they're putting their money toward things that are good for them and helping them along. I'm so excited for these people. They need a break. The prison system sucks. It doesn't work. They don't get the help that they need. Some people need to be behind bars. I'm talking about a whole different other group of people. Maybe people that are addicted to drugs and they're not thinking quite straight. They needed help. They didn't need to be locked behind bars. People that hurt children, that murder old people, yes, they need to be locked up. But their frequency will be checked regardless. Everybody gets their frequency checked. And I don't know exactly how this is going to go about, but in the future there will be no prisons. So I don't know if there will be executions to people that are in very low frequencies, people that hurt children, maybe multiple times, maybe serial killers, maybe these ones that have been on death row for years, maybe, I don't know, so don't quote me on that one, but there is a possibility that there will be executions to these people. They got to go. Lower vibration people will not feel in this new 5D vibration that we're going to be living in. Everything's moving up to 5D. Your plants, your water, the animals, and of course the people will finally be in the balance of nature. Let me think if there was anything else that I needed to make sure that we cover. Do know, I'm not sure how this is going to work with the Trump and the Congress thing. I hadn't had any visions on that one. So I don't know what's going on with that. I cannot give a good answer on that one because I actually have no friggin' idea. I just know that there's so many different things going on to confuse us. They do it to confuse the bad people. I don't like being part of the confusion. I like to have an idea. I like to know. It makes me feel better. And I don't know. Will they vote on Tuesday? I don't know. We know that on the 3rd, we know on that Wednesday, the 11th, is supposed to be an emergency broadcast. Can they vote Trump in to be Speaker of the House? Then we go through arresting Joe Biden, and then we have the emergency broadcast on a Wednesday. Anything is possible. Even as ridiculous as it sounds, it is possible. It can happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I do know that I think we're in this World War III scenario, even though it hasn't been announced as World War III. You can go to your DEFCON levels and look and see where we're at on the DEFCON levels. Do know that that's not 100% accurate, but it does give you an idea. So I would definitely keep a check on your DEFCON levels. Just type in, Google search it, Yahoo search it, or you can type in current DEFCON level and you'll get the site and look and see where we're at. And just monitor that on your own. You can watch the debt clock, watch how that's going, monitor that one as well. That's not going to hurt. Let's think of anything else. Make sure that you're ready to go for a Wednesday. Because like I said, anything's possible. It can happen as quick or it can just drag out. They said that it all would be done by 2023. Well, we're at October. Can they stretch it out? And of course they can. Will they stretch it out? I hope not. But I'm not the one running the show. I have no say-so. I have no power. I definitely don't have anybody giving me any hints. I'm not working with anything in the government. I'm a nobody. That's all I am. I am a nobody who is a light worker, who's just trying to read the energy and watch what's going on, and I see it for what it is. So you can either appreciate my perspective on things or not. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just telling you what I see and what I feel. And either you feel it or you don't. It's just that simple. I've been straightforward and as honest as I can be. Do I believe that they've tried to go ahead and reset this country before? And the answer is yes. I do believe that they've tried. I think they've tried at least 3 or 4 times. bad guys put a monkey wrench out there that kind of stopped it. So it had to continue. I really wish that we've already been reset. I can imagine how many lives would have been saved, how many people wouldn't have had to go through what they're going through. But as I said, even though the bad guys have thrown monkey wrenches out there, kind of detained the inevitable, I mean, this is going to happen regardless, no matter how much they do. That's God's will. Because if God wanted it to happen sooner, it would have. And that's just the way you have to look at it. I'm not in control. God is. Is the military in control? To a certain extent, then God is. So everything goes back to God. So if God wanted it to happen last year, it would have happened. If God wanted it to happen last week, it would have happened. God controls everything. And as soon as more people realize that, the better off we are. That's why they tell you just put it in God's hands, because you can only control what you can. You can't control everything. And no matter what podcast you listen to, no matter who this person is, how much you respect them or how right they are in things, if they tell you that when you get in your higher frequencies that you will be a God, they are lying to you. Period. God creates planets. Can you create a planet? And the answer is no. And who would want that job? Who? I don't want that job. I mean, I want to move up in my frequencies and be as clear and as I possibly can, to be as close to God as I possibly can, but I don't want that job. I'm not asking for it. I don't want it. And I don't know why anybody would want that job. I hate when people try to mimic me or try to be like me or dress like me or talk like me. I mean, I know it's flattery. I do, but I don't want nobody to, I'm nothing. Guys, I'm a person. I volunteered to be here. I volunteered to help people. That's all I am. I'm nothing special. So I don't want to be a God, but I do want to move up in my frequencies. I want to be the best I can be. So definitely want to move up. So that's how I look at it. Hopefully that's how you'll look at it. Hopefully I explain that a little bit. So if you hear someone say, oh, you can get to 7D and be a God and we'll rule the planet. No, we're not. You think our God is going to let us? No, that ain't happening. He will knock you back down a couple of flights of stairs. So don't even think that. Please don't think that. Please. All right, let's see where we're at. We're done 17 minutes. I think I've covered pretty much everything, but definitely don't give up. You're going to start seeing things. Things are going to be clearer. You're going to understand it soon. Just keep praying. Keep doing good work. That's being kind, caring, and compassion. You keep that up. You see somebody that needs something and you're able to help them. Please help them. Please help them. Just get all your things together. Get your laundry done. Get your housework done. Make sure you got plenty of gas in your car. Make sure that your groceries are good. Don't be buying a lot of things that can go bad. Buy things that'll last. Make sure you've got plenty of cash on hand, as much as you can afford to keep. Pay whatever bills that need to be paid immediately. If something's not due to the end of the month, maybe just hold out if you possibly can, because I don't know what's going to happen here on Wednesday the 11th. I just don't know. So I don't want to say it's definitely happened, but I don't want to say nothing's going to happen, because I'm sick to my stomach. I can't sleep. I'm just really uneasy because I feel like my body's trying to prepare, and I'm not sure what it is. If I did, then maybe I could control what I'm feeling. So if you're having the same feelings I am, then we're on to something. We have to listen to ourselves. We have to listen to our bodies. If you're not sleeping well, that's going to be a sign. If you eat something and it's constantly making your tummy grumble, we're on to something. Something is going on. So hopefully this video has helped you. My last video where I talked about the storms, remember I said one behind the other, and what happened, guys? One behind the other. So like I said, I'm not 100% right on everything, but I'm never 100% wrong, and I'm as close as shit. You didn't hear anyone else give you that prediction. And I told you it was going to rain so much on that East Coast that it was going to cause damage. I didn't see like a Category 5 going in and just blowing everything away. I told you it would just be lots and lots of rain, lots of flooding. And I was right. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of confidence in my listening to God speak to me and what I see and how I feel the energy. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to do the best I can to help everyone out, to kind of prepare you the best I can. And this is all I can do. So you have a wonderful day. Don't panic. Just keep your head on a swivel. Constantly know your surroundings. Listen to what's going on. Pay attention to the little things. They're more important than these big major things. Okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And be kind to animals. Remember, they're going through this too. They can feel it and they're acting just as crazy as people are. All right, guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me, email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. Bye, guys.